It's not only been a wild week, but it's been a wild month with crypto. A lot of news we've heard, a lot of price actions following with the whole market. A lot of things have been going on, and that's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering current events and predictions for the future for the overall crypto market. So this is an overall crypto market, kind of talking about news that's been going on today. Speaking of, let's get into it right away. So today is currently Thursday, July 25th, and it is the start of the Bitcoin convention, which will last to July 27th. So we'll talk about that first. The Bitcoin convention includes really big speakers such as Donald Trump and RFK, who are going to be speaking at this event. And of course, a major presidential candidate speaking positively on crypto. Well, I'm sure you can imagine what that means for the future of crypto. If not short term, for long term, this is very beneficial, especially if Trump is going to win the election. And even if RFK can somehow pull it off, obviously that's not possible, but if he did, that'd still be very beneficial to crypto. Now, Trump specifically said something about opening a Bitcoin reserve up, and if that is to happen, that's going to be major because the U.S. is going to get their hands on crypto. Everyone's going to be racing to raise their crypto bags and raise their influence with the crypto market as a whole. So very, very bullish there. Things are going to get wild for crypto. We are very, very early into crypto, and I'd like to compare it to the state of, if you know gaming, we are currently in the state of where the Nintendo 64 would be. So we're very early into crypto still. We weren't as early as where Pong would be, I like to say, where Bitcoin was trading at dollars. It was the only crypto, but we are still very early into crypto. That's why I'm very, very confident in really anything cryptocurrency, anything you can get yourself into. But basically, that is something that is huge. That's huge because if the U.S. is going to get fully involved into cryptocurrency, that is very, very major for cryptocurrency, and that's going to see lots of positive price action there. Now, speaking of price action, we had yesterday, Wednesday, July 24th, the ETH ETFs did drop, but something surprising happened. Everything dropped down. I think ETH was trading at 3,500, somewhere around there before the ETH ETFs, and then after that it dropped to around 3,100, which is pretty significant, especially when you think that an ETH ETF would actually spark out some really good price action. It did not happen, and let me tell you, I'm not actually surprised by that. And the reason I'm not surprised by that is because this is more of a very long-term thing that is going to be very beneficial. The Bitcoin ETF, the ETH ETF, Solana ETF, if it is to come out, an altcoin ETF as well, something similar to like even the S&P 500, but with crypto coins, that obviously is very beneficial long term. So if we consider the short-term effects that, okay, there wasn't really any positive price action, that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're going to be seeing some very positive price action due to the Bitcoin ETF and the ETH ETF. Why? Because these are being adopted into everyone's lives. This is a more accessible way for people to get into cryptocurrency. So obviously, it's something that is a lot more bullish and is really beneficial for the long run, not necessarily the short term. And the reason that the prices did actually fall was due to the stock market, or more specifically the S&P 500, losing $1 trillion, which the last time that happened was in September of 2022. So pretty significant there. Stock seen a dip. I checked my stocks today. Seems things were rebounding, which is perfectly fine. And I think just both the stock market and the crypto market are going to see very healthy gains as we come into fall. Speaking about fall, this is the biggest presidential election for crypto that I think we have ever seen due to Trump and JD Vance, his vice president, being proponents of cryptocurrency. If they are to win, everything's going to go ballistic. It's going to be one of the biggest events we see with crypto. I think a lot of people are really underestimating what's going to happen this cycle. As everything we've been seeing with ETH ETFs, with Bitcoin ETFs, with BlackRock and Vanguard loading up on their positions, with Larry Fink even saying that he switched his viewpoint on Bitcoin, thinking it should be something that's in everyone's portfolios. This is one of the biggest bull runs we will have ever. The alt season is going to be crazy, in my opinion, based off of looking into everything. We are having a mass adoption of cryptocurrency that's happening right before our eyes. It is very phenomenal how much cryptocurrency is being bought up, how it is being adopted and put to use in our everyday lives, and it's just the tip of the iceberg right now. We are still so early. There's still so much to do. But speaking of this alt season that's coming up, let's discuss an exit strategy. So I own a bunch of altcoins because I hope to make lots of money from these altcoins and then transition into Bitcoin. But the exit strategy must be nailed down for this to actually happen. So when do I think an exit will happen? My exit, I think, will be anywhere from December to April of next year. So December of this year to April of next year, I think I'm going to exit based on a few signs that I will go over more in depth on another video. But this is just a video on crypto news that's happening right now. My advice would just be to continue to add to your positions. If you've maxed out your allocation on altcoins, keep adding to Bitcoin, keep adding to Ethereum. But I would also just diversify your money into stocks as well. It's like Tesla and Nvidia. Keep just investing, guys. Investing is something that can set you free, and it's something that I plan to set myself free with as well. I think we're all going to make a decent amount of money this cycle, and that's all from me, guys.